Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is time to jump into episode 3, the reunion. Dr. Wakefield travels to the island of Moor in search of an ancient sanctuary said to hold the final answers to the mystery of the last door. Spoilers! Anyway, onwards to the recap. Previously on the last door. As a necessary step to understanding the mysterious disappearance of Dr. Wakefield's patient, Jeremiah DeWitt, the doctor and his colleague Johan Kaufman visited the manor of Professor Wright. Years before, Wright had been Kaufman's mentor in the occult, but since then he had been afflicted with a mental condition and could remember nothing. They discovered that Wright's research had been funded by the playwright, the secret organization led by Alexander Dupree. While Kaufman lay in bed due to the sudden illness, Wakefield followed the clues left by the eccentric Professor Wright, leading to the darkness of an underground labyrinth. There was something waiting down there, alive but imprisoned in the cave. In the deepest chamber of the tunnel, Wakefield met the dreadful result of Professor Wright's final experiment, which had been an attempt to cross the last door using fear as the key. For 3 days you must wait. Alone amongst these dead stones. Only then will you be ready. Whoa. To complete your journey, Mr. Ashdown. Okay. I think we can skip this. I think I can remember. It's terrible screech. It was not that of an animal. Why have I feeling of being hypnotized? There was something human in it. I'm being hypnotized, aren't I? A desperate cry for forgiveness. Wait, what? Hello? Open your eyes. Look up to the sky and see, please. Thank you. Hello? Well, so much about that. Hello? I'm drowning. Buddy, open your black eyes. Thank you very much. That portion of his mind had just struggles to Open the damned eyes! They found me on the beach, unconscious. Clutching the piece of wood that had saved me from drowning. When at last I awoke, the letter was waiting on my table. Lieber Wakefield, I write this letter in my last moments of lucidity. I have not received word from you since I regained consciousness, but I am confident that you will soon return with information that is crucial to our investigation. The bravery that you demonstrated in the face of these latest discoveries is worthy of most sincere admiration. I must now ask for yet more courage. The doctors were unable to determine the cause of my sudden illness, nor have they found a cure. I have not much time left. My greatest regret is that I must abandon you to the difficult tasks that lie ahead. I implore you to persevere, now that we are so close to finding an answer. The professor's documents were filled with references to a place of dark legend. The Crown Maiden, an ancient sanctuary on the island of Ellismore. The exact location of the Crown Maiden has been lost, but the professor believed that its secrets may explain why his experiments met with such disastrous results. You must find this place, my friend. I do not need to remind you to exercise utmost discretion. I have complete trust in you. Oh. Always your friend, Johan Kaufmann. Oh. Jesus. With Kaufmann gone, I found myself lost. My life suddenly devoid of meaning. It was as though my friend had written a letter to a person who no longer existed. Weeks passed, maybe months. I did not count the time. But the day came when I realized, oh, I went too fast. To honor my friend's memory, I had to keep looking. I had to find Jeremiah DeWitt. And I went too fast, so I couldn't read it. Wherever he was. Yes, I know. Less clicking, more reading. Is more. Can see the island in the distance. It is more. I don't know how it is pronounced. I really don't know. Season 2, episode 3. The Reunion. And here we are. The island of Ellismore. Ellismore. Thank you very much. Ellismore. According to Kaufmann's letter, the legendary Crown Maiden can be found here. As Kaufmann emphasized, I must exercise discretion. For all I know, the playwright is watching. When will you be back? Tomorrow at first light, probably. I'll be delivering supplies in the mail. I'll see you then. As you wish, Dr. Wakefield. No info there. Hello. And good evening. Visiting. I hope you enjoy your stay. Good evening. My name is Wakefield. I've just arrived on the island.
Oh, you ought to speak with Lord Dunnan then.
I beg your pardon.
Lord Dunnan, you should see him.
The who? Good evening.
Welcome to Aylesmore.
Hello. Excuse me? Visitor. Visitors are most welcome in Aylesmore. Yes, they are. Creepy vibe. And who's Lord Dunnan? The sign reads, "The wisdom of silence?" Looks like the gate has been broken for some time now. The windows are open and the light is on. An abandoned wheel. A peculiar cock is attached to it. Take it? Based on the cock's workmanship, it looks like it was part of a complex industrial mechanism. But someone has tried to fit it crudely into the broken bicycle wheel. How on earth did it come to be in a village like this? An industrial cogwheel that I found lying discarded in the village. Well then, let's go into the wisdom of silence. The door is locked. Of course it is. I should be unlocked. Would be too easy, wouldn't it?
Excuse me, sir. Are you Mr. Wakefield?
I am.
I have a message from Lord Dunnan.
Lord Dunnan. To our most recent visitor, Mr. Wakefield, it is customary in Aylesmore to welcome strangers with hospitality. I should be honored if you would accept this invitation to join me at my manor for dinner and amiable conversation. Your new friend, Lord Dunnan.
Okay.
Let's go there then. And I'm getting awfully suspicious right now. The faint smell of fish and potatoes is drifting through the shutter. The fish smells slightly rotten? I know that fermented herrings are the delicacy up in the north. So, I mean general direction. Norway, for example. Sweden, Finland. No. Thought I could examine those yellow flags that make me awfully suspicious. Of course it's locked. Wait, this is a graveyard. Thank God it's locked. And yes, the gate leads to the village graveyard. It is closed and locked. Thank God for that. Why can't I... There is something. A yellow pixel. Most suspicious indeed. Yes, I'm suspicious of the color yellow. Going probably to the yellowest manor of all time. No, it's red and pink and purple. Well, Dr. Wakefield, you are here on holiday then? Yes, indeed. I've come to enjoy a rest somewhere far from the stresses of city life. I see. Well, If it's distraction you have come looking for, you have chosen the right time of year for it. These days we celebrate a very special tradition of our king. Something unique. We call it the Festival of Reunion. Fascinating. May I ask, what does it entail? According to tradition, for the next 3 nights the spirits of reunion leave the confines of the other side and roam the hills of Aylesmore. We wear costumes and masks so that the spirits will not recognize us and make us a target of their mischief. Certain rites take place too, but I should not bore you with the details. You shall have occasion to see for yourself. An odd mosaic adorns the floor. It depicts 2 snakes biting each other. Really? Looks more like headbutting, but no. A large statue of a person. It is so eroded by the passage of time it is difficult to tell any specific details. An exotic blend of black tea. Spy would love it. There are 2 engraved panels on the wall. They appear to be ancient, but I cannot decipher their meaning. Do these panels on the wall represent a classical theme? I cannot seem to place it. They are the panels of the first king of Aylesmore. In the days of the Druids, we worshipped the great god Look. No. Yeah. Yes, I'm writing that down too. Look, love, and our kings did right by those beliefs. Slurp. Well, I cannot help but noticing this remarkable mosaic. It looks authentic. Yes, it is. Although some historians might disagree, we believe that this manor was built atop an ancient Roman villa. In our traditions, the double serpent represents a sentinel that protects us from the terrible threat hidden within itself. Okay. The statue is remarkable. May I ask what it represents? Oh God! It is Olof Lamfada, the hero and high king of all myths. Oh Gott im Himmel. Schlimmere Namen habt ihr nicht, oder? Ei. Really seriously. Age of Age. How do you pronounce that thing? You seem to be knowledgeable about Aylesmore's folklore. I should very much like to learn about the island's history in more detail. It is true that we in Aylesmore cleave to the ancient traditions. We haven't lost touch like some of those on the mainland. But I'm no expert. If you are really interested, you should talk to Miss Foster. Please forgive my indiscretion, but do you consider yourself a religious man, Dr. Wakefield? Yes, no, maybe I like to have a cookie? Why do I have to answer with I don't know? Can't I have a cookie? Cookies are awesome. They are amazing. They are delicious. Is Wakefield a religious man? He could be. Let's go with no. No, I do not. You seem so certain. Might I ask why? He is a man of science? I don't know if religion means anything to him. But I don't know if he is a man of faith. My only faith is a belief that all phenomena can be explained through rational inquiry. Everything else is mere superstition, a result of fear of the unknown. I see. Let us take a walk by the lake. From there we can see the beauty of the island as we talk, and be the better for it. The marsh is as valley as for simpletons, a wellspring for frightful tales. The educated among us enjoy the tales as little more than distraction, knowing us safe from those visions. We know these stories to be nothing but superstition. But how can we be so sure that in the dense mist that emanates from the stagnant water, we may not find passages to other worlds? What is the veils that drift from the reed in the darkest of nights are the songs of those from our worst nightmares? Many of the gods that man worshipped for millennia now lie buried in the common grave of oblivion. In Alice More, we keep our tradition alive. Oh, they change, just as the times do, but they always keep their essence. These are our roots, Doctor. I must now take my leave, as my presence is required to start the rites of reunion. Feel free to continue your walk on your own. The village can be found just beyond those hills. As I mentioned earlier, you may wish to speak with Miss Foster. She is something of a resident expert on Alice Moore's history. She can often be found working late at the school. The building right across from the...
Quay? Gee, there's a lot of words today.
Quay, what the flying fluff is a quay? It has been a pleasure meeting you. Likewise, I guess. Farewell, Dr. Wakefield. It has been a pleasure, Lord Donnan. Did the apostrophe move? An old barrel lies stranded on the shore. A painted label reads, "Mineral oil." It is sealed. Take it? Oh, shame. The water of the marsh is murky and dark. Dive in? No? Can't continue the walk, apparently. I have to walk back. Anything else here? No? Excuse me? Hello, my name is Wakefield.
Hi.
What are you drawing on the ground?
It's a symbol, not a drawing.
A symbol, what does it mean?
It's a final truth. It's the final truth that will protect us from the marsh dwellers. But we are not allowed to say its name out loud.
The marsh dwellers. What are they?
They're scary. My Aunt Caitlin's. They were really bad people. You'd never see them, but you'd hear them in the reeds. They tried to take you in there with them. That's why we can't come here alone. We always have to take someone with us.
Uh-huh. Must go now, goodbye.
Farewell. Wee wee.
Why are you already wearing masks? Creeping me out. This whole island is creeping me out. Let's go to the village and check. Oh, graveyard is open. Why am I going on the graveyard? And why are there so many yellow flags? A small mausoleum. The door is a small slot. The door has a small slot. I might be able to peer through it. Hello. Inside, a candle provides dim light. Can make out a statue of a hooded man. Can also hear someone whispering. No, I can't die yet. Not without knowledge. It is so terribly unthinkable to truly understand the gods. Is it so truly terrible? How can we live only on faith?
Hello?
Hello? No, shut up. Knowledge is what I pursue, not faith, no assumptions. Hello? Knock, knock. No, no man can face death believing there's nothing on the other side. Yes, you can. Yes, you're right. Now I understand.
Hello?
The epitaph on this gravestone is written in Gaelic. The shadows cast by the lanterns only making the characters more mysterious. Gaelic. In the middle of the graveyard stands an old elder tree, which the locals call a fifn't. Many lanterns hang from it. I do not know for what purpose. Fifn't. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing anything of this correctly. The woman hides her face behind a bull mask. She murmurs something in unison with the others. A muted prayer I cannot quite make out. The man hides his face behind a fox mask. The man has his face hidden by a wolf mask, stands in the middle. There's something familiar about him. Lord Dunnan! The man hides his face behind a deer mask. Cutscene. I believe they were burying mirrors in a hole in the ground. What a peculiar tradition. The woman hides her face behind a badger mask. And still a lot of yellow here. Oh. I believe this is Miss Foster. Back towards the graveyard. A paper with black circles painted on it. Wow. There's some kind of worm screw inside. The remains of an insect beside it. And some drawings engraved on the desk. Will take the drive with me. It may prove itself useful. Ne? A shelf of handmade books with unfamiliar titles. Most of them concern strange rites. Nee? They'll dance around the barrow. Around the barrow they sing. It's cold inside this winter. Don't go too close, don't go too close. Or else I pull you in. A picture of a slender woman, apparently a goddess, wearing a black dress and having a murder of crows around her. It's signed with a name. But Katha. Oh, come on! So many things to write down.
Good evening. To what do I owe the pleasure? I'm a busy woman, as you can see.
My name is Dr. Wakefield. I have come to Aylesmore to rest for a while. Lord Dunnan said that I might find you here. The apostrophe is wandering in Dunnan. Seriously.
Have you met Lord Dunnan? It has been so long since I have seen him here in the village. I hope he's well.
Oh God. I apologize for everyone here and now. I don't speak Gaelic. I believe that is Gaelic. Oh. Sit my fate.
Dr. Wakefield, welcome to Aylesmore.
So you have not seen Lord Dunnan lately?
As far as I know, no one has seen him since. Well, it's been a few weeks. Now that the festival has started, maybe he'll be motivated to join us in the village.
Did something happen a few weeks ago?
Oh, sure, it was truly terrible. Kian, his only child, disappeared without a trace. He went off to play in the hills and just vanished. No one has seen him since.
Good Lord! And you say he has not been found yet? How is that possible?
We all searched the island, but he was nowhere to be found.
What can you tell me about Kian's disappearance?
Just that he was a restless child who loved exploring deserted areas. You might learn more from his classmates. His desk was in the back corner.
I believe that one. What can you tell me about this curious festival?
Well, it takes place when the constellation Reunion is visible in the sky. On those nights, dark things and spirits ride the winds that travel across the hills. As you may have already seen, at sunset the villagers don masks. They do this so that the spirits will not know them or carry them away or to the depths of the underground caves.
There was a group of masked people at the graveyard. Was that part of the festival?
Yes, that was one of the first rites of the reunion. A very important one. As I said, people dress up to protect themselves from those that will come. But this is not enough. Since the mirrors they have looked into will change while changing again. Since the mirrors they have looked into while changing their identities. They bury them next to the old hairlock. The roots of this tree grow in both worlds at the same time, so they keep the witness mirrors safe.
Lord Dunnan said you are an expert on the island's folklore.
He said that he. I wouldn't call myself an expert now, but I have lived here in Aylesmore longer than most, and I've heard my fair share of stories about the other side and its people.
Might I ask you a question, Miss Foster?
Yes, of course.
Do you know the meaning of the word grown
Yes, it's a very unusual word, very much indeed. The Crown Mean is the sanctuary of the Crooked One. It is a cursed place, the dwelling of the devil. I recall it from a tale that I heard as a child. Of course, our elders only made up those tales to scare us and protect us from harm.
Would you tell me the story of Crone Maiden?
All right. There's a hole in the ground up in the hills, not too far from the village. A hole so dark and deep you'd see not the end. Folks around there believe there lies an old serpent at its depths, ravenous for flesh, the Crooked One. Long ago, our ancestors threw livestock into the pit in the hope of placating the Crooked One's hunger. Though that tradition has not been practiced for some time, so perhaps it would be best if you did not approach the hole. It is said that the last heir of Latescent once defied the Crooked One by approaching the rim with an iron amulet in her hand. It is general knowledge that beings from the other side detest iron, so the cursing and the shouting of the young Latescent received no immediate answer. But a few nights later, the Latescent house was consumed in a horrific blaze, putting an end to the old family. I must leave now. It has been a pleasure. The pleasure was mine. Enjoy your time on Anismore.
I will open that. Oh! That's not an inn. That's a bloody school. Right around the flipping graveyard. The trash bin filled with papers. There's a drawing on one. Take it? It's a child's drawing. There seems to be a village, a lake and some sort of creature. Apparently the Crooked One. What do we have here? An empty doghouse. Nothing has slept here in many years. No matter the strength of structure, all things succumb to time. But whether it was the age or something else that ravaged this place, I cannot say. A boat. An old rowboat filled with stale water. Why is a rowboat wrecked here?
Oh, come on.
A worn-out umbrella. It doesn't look like it will rain anytime soon, but there might be a purpose for it.
Of course there will be a purpose for it.
Now I'm here. Well then, let's go to the village. All the villages are gone. Dude? Oh? The bottle is floating on the water. It's corked in the seaweed, just out of reach. I think there's something inside. Bottle is too far.
Come here.
The paper is rolled inside the bottle. Of course it is. Gods remain silent as the fog settles. We may look for the king beyond the clouds, but find the queen with a fiery crown. And why did I... Never mind. Point and click adventure logic. It's fine. I'm there now. Apparently I'm a guest at Old MacDonald. And that is grown meat apparently. Let's go here. This seems to be Athena, goddess of wisdom, war and the arts. She is dressed in armor, seemingly ready for war. Who we have here? The statue appears to be very old. Its appearance suggests that it could date back to ancient Rome. Could go there, could go there. Or I couldn't go there because the door is locked. The man appears to be dark and empty. The noise of the swing, gently being moved by the wind, the only thing breaking the silence, for which I'm grateful. It is a safety bicycle. I still do not understand how they manage to keep balance with such small wheels. It looks quite new, but its chain is broken. I may find a way to fix this chain. Of course not. The mill wheel. Something is preventing it from spinning. Where? A strange mechanism runs from the mill wheel's shaft into the building. It seems to be lacking a small piece. The cock is way too big to fit between the gears. Looks like I need something smaller, thinner. Aha! It seems the mechanism works properly now. Now the water wheel is working. Yes, yes, yes! Kieran's playroom is written on the door in hand-painted letters. The door is locked. Can I go inside, please? Thank you very much. I fixed that. Which wasn't really that difficult. Let's go here. You guys are still here. Were you Kieran's friends? Oh god, what was his voice? It was nice, but he didn't want to play much. It was mostly for going in the hills by himself. Was Kieran not scared of the monstrosities? No, he said he's seen them and that they were not as scary as Arn says. I think that is why they took him. You think the monstrosities took him? Yes, for sure. Before he disappeared, he said he found a treasure. A disc with a beautiful drawing. He took it from the old house in the hills. Maybe the monstrosities wanted it. Okay. Must go now, goodbye. Farewell. And no reaction from him. Old house in the hills. The cock's not sharp enough to open the barrel. Do I want to open the barrel? Barely at one point I want to open the barrel. But for now, why do I need the cock? Anything else here? Nope. You guys? Nothing. Anything new here? No. I found this picture. Was it made by one of your students?
Yes, this was painted by poor Johan.
What would you say it represents?
Things that were familiar to him. The village, his home, but these other shapes, I do not know. You could ask one of his classmates. They should be able to tell you more about it.
Okay. Which means I have to go to the hills again. And probably scare the ever-living daylights out of this poor boy. You first. The kid doesn't seem interested. Go figure. I found this drawing at the school. Is it yours?
It? No. Johan painted it a long time ago.
The drawing is Kieran's? There could be a clue here of his whereabouts. Is this a village? Yes, and the fir tree on in the graveyard. The tree gives me the chills these nights. On reunion they got them little lanterns on it, and they look like evil eyes. Staring into you. Okay. What is this? That's the burrow of the hill. That one up there. But you can't get too close. The crooked one sleeps at the bottom. Okay. What about these buildings? Don't know. Never seen them before. What is this? That's a crooked one. They say a villager defied it and the next day her house was burned to the ground. They say it was a crooked one, paying her back. That's the house where Johan found the treasure. Do you know how to get there? Sure, it's easy. Thank you very much. Apparently that was it. Solitary house. Let's go there. Hello! A wicker statue sporting a pair of animal horns. The tricks look fresh. This must be the house that the child was telling me about. Johan was here just before his disappearance. A mailbox. The envelope is very old. It is stamped returned and has a letter inside. My dear cousin, I'm doing poorly. Would ask that you not call upon me here at 8 is more. Not now. Nor ever again. Please keep grandmother's ring. I believe that she would have wanted you to have it. Yours faithfully, Brigitte. There's something else in the envelope. An iron ring. A small, thin steel ring. And I can go into the ruins. Question. Oh, a metal trapdoor. It seems to lead to some sort of basement. And before we need a lantern. No! No, we don't. I think this basement might have once housed a library. It looks like it was not burned as badly as the rest of the house. Even so, little here remains intact. Looks more trashed than anything else. Remains of the books scorched by the fire. Most of the pages are ashy or blackened, so the text is illegible. What are you? A common carpenter's brace. A tool like this would be used for drilling holes in wood. No? It could be useful later. Maybe. This table has been abandoned. Oh. An ornate chest is inside untouched by the fire. It was probably opened long after the inferno died down. There's a diary inside. It is signed Brigitte Latescent. Several pages towards the end are missing. August 7th, 1801. What's gonna express the gratitude that I feel for Aunt Mary's bequest. May her dear soul rest in peace. This house is just what I needed to still my nerves after the exhausting pace of life in Dublin. September 10th, same year. I would not have thought to find such a remarkable library hidden away in the basement. It includes several magnificent domes on the most picturesque customs of our land. September 23rd, same year. I found Aunt Mary's diaries next to an odd iron disc. But the contents of the diaries were appalling. What could have happened that dear old Mare would write such things? The damnable place that she speaks of. I must know if it really exists. I'm resolved to investigate our family's crypt. It would be prudent to wait until dusk before traveling to the Northern Cape, so as to not be seen. September 25th, same year. The abbey was in such a state of decay that it was nearly impossible to find the mural painting in the dark. Fortunately, a dim light happened to shine through a gap in the wall, illuminating the face of the sentinel. I believe Aunt Mare's iron disc is near to open the secret passage. October 10th, same year. Is this the legacy of the late saint? Can now stand to bear it no longer. Fire will put an end to this blasphemy and fire will put an end to this blasphemy and cleanse the land of our family's curse. And should the fire prove insufficient, may this testimony serve as a warning. Miss Layton must have found something abhorrent in her family's crypt. If I could find out what it was, I may learn more about the Crone Maiden. My intuition tells me that I must act tonight, or else it will be too late. I'm discovering all the places now. This side of the basement seems to have collapsed during the fire. Well then. I think I'm finished here. And now let's get away from the Wicker Man. Oi! Wicker statue is burning. Who did this? Good question. I wanted to end the episode, but apparently I'm not. How long am I even recording? Oh, almost an hour. Almost an hour. Apparently typical length. Let's go here first. You know what? I am ending the episode. Even though I'm curious who started burning the Wicker Man. Anyway. Good night. And sleep well.